took it to 10.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Underdog Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Nolan Skane, alongside Antonio Fiore, Salestrina. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
Hi.
Fantastic.
I kind of feel bad because I just realized something when I was doing the intro. I always say I'm your host, but like in a way, we're kind of all the hosts.
You're the host, though.
I mean, but like, you know what I mean?
You're the host, but we all do the same thing. Like,
I mean, yeah, there's
Yeah.
some times where I feel like if I wasn't here, we would just go off the rails. But
You kind of rein us in a little bit. You play point guard. You kind of like
he does.
throw it to Sal, throw it to Antonio. No.
all right, let's get down to brass tacks. The big one,
The big one.
the big enchilada, this Sunday, February 13th, Los Angeles, California. Cincinnati Bengals will
Where's
take
that?
on the Los Angeles Rams.
Second straight home Super Bowl.
Second straight home Super Bowl. Isn't that
After
the
it
crazy
never
thing?
happening in history.
And then we have two in a row.
The NFL knows what they're doing.
Oh, of course they do. You know what Roger Goodell's last favorited tweet is?
Something about Deflategate.
The Rams Stadium being built, time-lapsed, and how great it is.
Really?
Just
Oh, he loves SoFi.
Just throwing that out there. That stadium was very expensive to build.
The Bills look like they're going to get a new stadium.
Yeah,
Are they?
Yeah.
why?
A dome?
They're pushing for it.
A dome?
I hope
I
not.
don't know.
It better be a dome.
It better not be a
It
dome.
better be a dome.
It might be a dome.
It has to be a dome.
I love their stadium now. I think it's cool.
Their stadium, no, the Ralph is amazing, but like their team,
I think it's a little outdated.
if their team had a dome, they would be unstoppable.
but I like stadiums like the open kind of. I think that looks sweet.
I think it is like sick for like what Buffalo is, but I mean,
I agree.
could it use a little updating? Maybe, but I mean, a whole new stadium.
I don't know.
If you're going with a whole new stadium, put them in the dome.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna spend all that money, it better be a dome. But if it's
It's Buffalo. You're gonna build another outdoor stadium. That's asinine.
That's part of Buffalo football.
that's asinine,
gonna-
I fucks with the vocab.
We're gonna have every single like cold climate team have a dome now. Besides the Packers, why? It's a part of the Bills. Like
I get it.
It's a part of the Bills' identity.
It's 100% part of the game, but it's like if you're the home team and it favors you, why would you not do that? Like, are the Bills going to be better at home if they're playing outside or playing in a dome with Josh Allen and their offense? They're going to be better playing in a dome.
until Josh Allen retires.
I mean, they did pretty well against the Patriots.
Yeah, they did.
I'm not saying it's impossible for them to win in cold weather. I'm just saying it probably gives them a 5% more advantage.
Definitely
to win
gives
games.
them an advantage.
So why not take that advantage if you can? Regardless, we're off topic already.
Like, think about the year the Super Bowl was in Minnesota. It was like the coldest Super Bowl ever or whatever. It's like, imagine if that was outside.
it's like -9 or something that year. That was the Patriots.
So like, it obviously gives the Vikings a little bit of an edge. I'd say.
Patriots played the Eagles that year.
So then imagine if Green Bay and Buffalo were in a dome. Imagine if Aaron Rodgers was in a dome.
that game when Minnesota was playing outside when their stadium was being built against the Seahawks.
Oh
It was like -10.
no! It was like -25. It was the coldest.
It was, yeah, no, the wind chill was like
No,
ridiculous.
the wind chill was absurd. Like literally,
Mike Zimmer's face was
no.
frozen.
Mike Zimmer's face always looks like that, but it was worse that day.
It was like you ever see Tom Coughlin's face from the
Oh, yeah,
2007 game?
Or
Oh my God.
anytime he used to go into Green Bay, he would just be like,
Yeah.
Anytime I picture his face, it's just beaming red and he's screaming.
He used to always scream.
Oh, absolutely.
He was a screamer for sure.
Yep.
Remember that punt against the Eagles, and then he was screaming at your punter after Deshaun Jackson returned it for a touchdown. He was like, "What are you doing?" Like he was so pissed after. Anyway,
All right, the big one. What are our initial thoughts? Where are we heading? I know we did this kind of purposefully later in the week so that we could get, as close
much
to we
time,
can. As close to we can as Super Bowl with our final thoughts. And if any odds change or it won't be that drastic, I don't think.
let's kick it to Antonio. Antonio, what are you thinking about this game?
First off, should we say what the line is?
Linus, all right, so Rams at
Minus-
home, obviously. Rams are -4. Over under as of this moment, I think is 48.
I thought it was 4.5.
Huh? 4.5?
Yeah, I think it's 4.5, Salvatore.
I have 4.
Are you on FanDuel?
FanDuel.
All right, so we'll go with 4.
-4 for the Rams, -200 money line basically, and over under 48.5 for the big one, Antonio.
The big one.
Tell me, talk to me.
I'm curious. I think DraftKings may have it at. Okay, it is -4 right now.
Did it go down since the last time we looked? Or
Yeah, it's
and
been
it must have,
bouncing
whatever.
between 4 and 4.5 for a little
What
bit.
did it open at? Was it around there?
3 or 3.5, and then it got bet up. It was opened at 3.5, and then it got bet up to 4, and then it went to
And a
4.5.
lot of people are betting the Bengals.
Yeah, but then it went back down to 4. So we're at 4 right now.
I mean, yeah, I like the points. I think we're going to get a pretty good Super Bowl. I'm not saying the Bengals will win, but if I were to bet the spread, I would take the points. I don't know if I'm throwing the spread in any parlays this weekend. I don't know how confident I am in that pick, but
I'd say.
if I were to bet on it, I think that's the way I'd go.
How do we think the game's gonna go?
I think it's to be one of those where it's like, kind of like not wide open. It's gonna be like kind of like everyone feels themselves out for the first little bit, maybe like the first like quarter, maybe.
Which I think tends to
Gonna be a
happen.
grind.
But
usually.
I think second, third, fourth quarter we get fireworks. I think this is a higher scoring Super Bowl. I don't think it's one of the like,
We're going to
Rams,
see some.
Patriots-
Yeah, it'll
Rams,
be a higher
Patriots.
scoring Super Bowl, but I won't be surprised if I see a defensive score in here at all,
I could see that.
I like
especially from the Rams side. I mean, that defensive line. I mean, I know we saw Burrow get sacked 9 times and still win, but I mean, this
A little
is the
scoop and
Rams
score
here.
action.
so
You got Aaron Donald coming at you with Von
Von
Miller.
Miller.
a little tease for the props. I like both quarterbacks to throw an interception.
Yeah,
I definitely think Matt Stafford throws an interception.
I do. Oh, 100%.
And I could see Joe Burrow coming out like the first or second drive. And
Yeah,
he's
'cause-
not someone who's the nerves aren't going to get to him, but it's very early on in the game, and maybe he doesn't see something and
He'll
throws
just
a
get
pick.
rushed.
I mean, yeah, he threw 14 picks this year.
Mm-hmm. I actually really like that. I could see both of them throwing a pick very easily.
I can 100% see Stafford throwing a pick.
Like I said, I think maybe first 10, 15 minutes of the game, kind of lower scoring, maybe like a 3 or 6 point game, like someone takes a field goal to start off early on, and then second quarter is when it starts to pick up, and we really.
Ooh, field goal first score of the game.
I like that. Okay, I like that. Now
See,
we're
we're
talking.
kicking it off.
All
We're
right.
kicking it off.
Now we're talking.
I think that it's hard for me because I just really want to see the Bengals win, but at the same time, all the signs for me have pointed to the Rams winning.
Yeah.
Could this be a situation where like we see the Rams kind of just overpower the Bengals? Sure, but I think we've been saying that about every opponent
team, yeah.
that the Bengals have played. So I don't know. I'm hoping that we get, like what you're saying, a high scoring firework kind of game, but I think everyone's hoping for that, right?
I've just I bet against, not, I didn't put money on it, but I've picked against the Bengals in every spread this postseason. So
Yeah, I mean, this
and
run for
it's
them
been
has
wrong
wild.
every time. So it's like, all right,
This run has been wild
Let's
for
see
them
it.
for sure. I think it's if they do end up winning, it's going to be one of the craziest playoff runs that we've ever seen out of a team, I'd say, right? Like, when was the last time like a team like this has sort of like come out and surprise? 'Cause I can't think off the top of my head.
after being that bad. No team
Off the
comes
top of my
through.
head, I have no idea. Like, coming off 4 wins last year, right? They had 4 wins to going to 10-7, which like is a good record, but like you wouldn't think if you looked at the record at the end of the year, in the beginning of the year, we said the Cincinnati Bengals are going to go 10-7. Where do you think they finish? You would say, I don't know, maybe wild card,
Yeah.
maybe divisional round.
Not the Super
and say
Bowl.
they make it to the Super Bowl.
Honestly, it's like not ever, but like it's so absurd. Like they literally were one of the worst, if not, I don't want to say the worst, but bottom 5, bottom 10 in the league last year.
Mm-hmm.
And they turned around to be one of the best 2 teams in football. Like,
Yeah,
it's insanity.
especially with what people think a championship team needs.
And it's the Cincinnati Bengals. Like, it's one
That's
thing.
the craziest
And it's
thing
one
about
thing.
it.
It's one thing to turn around, like, I don't know, like who's like a mediocre franchise. Like, it's one thing
Like
to turn
the
around
Cardinals?
the Bears. Like, if someone
Yeah,
went
the
to the
Bears.
like the Bears are bad now. Like, it's one thing to like go to the Bears and turn it around. It's
Because
like,
they're such a storied
yeah,
franchise.
you Chicago, but the Cincinnati Bengals, like,
The Bengals organization was born out of toxicity.
I was gonna
It
say
was
and
born off of a feud,
with a legacy of failure.
and they just never could get the ball rolling. They never really had any steam since their inception of an organization. So this is definitely the pinnacle,
They've never been thought of as a well-run organization.
right? And now all
they have
of
an
it,
outdoor practice facility. in
it's all of a
Cincinnati.
sudden, like just a snap of the fingers. Thanos snapped his fingers and deleted every other team, and it was just the Bengals left. And I think I think it's crazy that they're even in the Super Bowl. Even the Rams too, a little bit. Like, we come from the NFC, where the NFC was like super good with all these high skill.
There are
teams.
some people that think the Rams are like not a good team. Like I've talked to a couple
I
people
didn't
about it.
understand
because
that.
they're overshadowed by everybody.
I don't want to say they're not a good team because obviously if you're in the Super Bowl, you're a good
they're
team.
a great team.
But
I think
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I don't know where I'm going with that.
I picked them to win the division. I thought they were going to be great.
I think they're a very good team, but I think you can get to them. I think they're a team that can easily be beaten. They're not some
I think
juggernaut
so.
powerhouse or.
But they're not a team that came out of the gates hot either. They kind of just like slowly.
Well,
built
they
it over
had
the
a
season.
bumble in the middle of the season where everyone was like, "Oh, this team sucks now," and then they kind of picked it back up towards the end. So
Yeah, and then they peaked at the right time, I'd say. Now they're in the Super Bowl, and definitely with the addition of Odell and Von Miller, I think only
I mean, those were huge pickups.
huge pickups.
Well, obviously, like Packers and Bucks would be, your juggernauts of the NFC. But when I look at all those teams, even in the regular season, I thought the Bucks and Packers were better, but I didn't think the separation between those two teams and the Rams was really that significant.
Yeah.
I mean, I picked the Rams to beat the Bucks, didn't I? Both of us did.
Yeah, we did actually. We did.
Yeah, I think you guys did for sure.
Do we have a favorite prop? Like just like you saw the board, you saw a prop, and you were like, "This is it," or just something on that.
So if we're going to this already, my favorite, right? And this is like you guys are gonna like be like, "What the fuck?" Purple Gatorade color.
I knew it was gonna be the Gatorade. I knew you were gonna say something.
It's
about
my
Gatorade.
favorite bet. It's my favorite bet.
What? Do you have like inside info that it's purple?
No, I'm just like, so they've been saying like, okay, it's been orange 2 of the last 3 years, and then they said I think it was red at one point in between.
We haven't
there,
gotten a red,
or it wasn't red, and then it was it blue then?
Yes.
So then there was a blue in between the orange and the red. I'm just like,
Purples do.
purple hasn't. So the last time it was purple was when the Giants won. That was the last time it was purple.
Really?
So what was that? 2010,
2011.
2011. I don't know.
Purples do.
I'm feeling it, dude.
I feel like reds do because red. I've been saying red for.
So
2
red
years.
would be my second choice.
Red.
For sure.
Reds kind of do, in my opinion. But at the same time,
If the Bengals win, it's orange again.
But I thought that about the 49ers Chiefs Super Bowl, and I was adamant that it was red. I was telling everyone red Gatorade, and then it ended up being fucking orange. And I was like,
But that's just always my favorite bet in the Super Bowl.
Nah, when was the last time we saw green?
I don't even think green
That's
is
not
on
even
the.
an option.
I don't even think green's on the board.
What, lemon lime? Everybody drinks lemon lime Gatorade.
Oh, that's yellow? That's yellow.
Technically, that's yellow.
Maybe it was yellow. I was
Oh.
thinking of before with like the one in between.
So
you guys call that yellow?
I'm looking. No, well, the odds call it yellow. I don't really think it's somewhere in
It's
between.
not
yellow
green.
and
Okay,
green.
we've done. Wait, I remember doing this last year. We did this last year.
Oh, we did?
We like debated
We're
on
old
whether
men.
or not lemon lime was green or yellow. We literally did this. It's yellow.
All right, let's move past that. I'll get you the.
Let's go.
The Gatorade odds, but me and Antonio have the same prop that we like absurdly.
Let's hear it.
Odell Beckham is scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Absurdly
I love that.
Odell Beckham will be dancing in that end zone Sunday between 6:30 and 9:30. I promise.
I don't know if there's a freer thing in the history of sports. This is ridiculous. I've never had a gut feeling that I've been more
So
confident in than Odell scoring a touchdown on Sunday.
Honestly, just bet that. Don't bet the game. Don't bet the over-under.
Just throw that in
Just bet Odell to score a touchdown. And when he scores, you're going to be so happy because that's the only bet you made, and it's going to win. And it's plus money.
Listen,
All
like
right.
Odell's here in the Super Bowl after like having a little dip in his career. Goodell's going to make sure that happens.
Mm-hmm. I like over everything. Give me over yards. Give me over receptions. Give me a touchdown. And you
What,
don't
what
have
are
to.
his yards? I'm
15,
curious.
is it 59 and a
59,
half?
yeah, 59
Okay.
and a half.
That's a good number.
I mean, he didn't easily get to 60, but then again,
Yeah.
like Cooper Kupp might just have 400 yards, so
Cooper Kupp is going to be a handful.
he's going to be 2 handfuls probably. Maybe.
Him and Odell. It's like they're asking a lot out of the secondary of the Bengals here.
Mm-hmm. They've stepped up to the challenge, though. I gotta admit, I really.
That
do.
is true. That is true.
So I saw this earlier in the week. I don't know what it's all about. One of the novelty props is will there be an octopus
What?
plus 1,400?
What the fuck does that mean? An octopus? Like in the stands?
No, it's something to do with like.
There's-
I gotta.
It's like a scoring thing?
Plus 14. No, I think it's literally
Is it plus 1,400? You said.
plus 1,400.
So what the fuck? An octopus has to be something.
So I
Has to be
put
some
$5
football
on
thing.
it, and if it
That's got to be
happens,
some
then you
old
win a lot of
head
money.
fucking better shit. That can't be like.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. No, I have no idea what it is.
An octopus?
What?
It's a real. They're talking about a real one, right?
Well, no. All right. I don't want to.
Like someone is just carrying an octopus in the stands? This can't be.
No,
like a
no,
real-
it's not. It's not that kind of art. It's just like
No, it's not.
Like what? You bet an octopus, and the whole time you're like watching the stands, and you're like, "That was one."
You're like, that's an octopus. That's an octopus.
Hold on. Let me.
It's got to be something stupid. It's got to be like a defensive touchdown or something.
Oh, okay. So a player scores a touchdown, like Odell Beckham scores a touchdown, and then they go for 2, and the same player gets a 2. That's 8 points.
That's an octopus. I've
Okay.
never heard of that.
I've never heard of that either. I like that.
I love that. So just that there will be an octopus.
There will be. So like Joe Mixon rushes in for a touchdown. Then on the 2-point conversion, Joe Mixon.
I
gets it
love
again.
that. Let's hammer that. What?
I'm not doing that.
Hammer it, dude.
Whoever's, I don't know. That's not the worst bet. It's plus
Jamar Chase?
plus 1,400. That's not the worst bet I ever
Fucking
heard.
terrible.
You
Jamar
hate that?
Chase? I feel like it should be more, though. I definitely do feel like it should be more.
Well, the odds of a 2-point conversion are bad, and then you also have to not only get the 2-point conversion, but have the person that scored at the 2-point.
I feel like that should be at least plus 2,000.
It should definitely be
Wow.
more.
Bet Joe Burrow over 1 completion for minus 20,000.
Sacked on the first play, breaks ankle.
Fuck.
I still have not found the Gatorade odds. I am searching for them though, but just that
It's got to be on there.
Win
If it's
10
not on
cents
one
if
of
you
those
put
sites, I'm pissed.
$10 on it.
that Gatorade bet is a very good bet because you got the whole game to watch. You're like enjoying the game,
Right? And then it's just like,
And it
okay,
doesn't-
it's like a cherry on top.
And
at
yeah,
the
and
end.
it doesn't matter who wins either. Like
Yeah.
it's just
It's it's something is going to happen.
all right. Let's see this.
I don't see. Yeah, I can't find Gatorade on
It's not on DraftKings right now, but they posted like a picture of it for some reason.
Is it on FanDuel?
Well, that's.
I looked on FanDuel and couldn't find it.
FanDuel?
FanDuel.
Well, me and Nolan aren't allowed on FanDuel.
And me.
I'm allowed on
not-
FanDuel.
all right,
No, it's you two that.
I'm not.
Oh, I
on
thought you had an issue.
No, I always use
I have the same
FanDuel.
issue when you like log in and it's like can't
Yeah,
authenticate.
dude. I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
you're on
annoying.
it.
Oh my god, they got me so good the other day.
What?
I randomly logged in just to be like, maybe they figured out my account, right? Like this was probably like a week ago. I was like, maybe they figured out my account. I logged in, and it always gives me the same error message. It's like a driver's license picture, but it's like X'd out, and it's like we can't verify you. So then
That's so annoying.
So then I logged in, and it's like a different picture, and it says we can't verify you, but let's try another way. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I click on it, and it's like, please upload a picture of your license. I was like, oh, cool. Like, they figured it out. I upload a picture of my license. It sits there and, like, thinks about it for a minute, and then it's like, we can't authenticate you. I was like, what? I just gave you a picture of my license for nothing?
They're like, haha, we got your record now, idiot.
You can just bet through the. You can bet through the Connecticut lottery. Did you know that?
Yes. They have a good site.
Really?
The
Sugar House.
Sugar House, yeah.
Up to $250 deposit, they match you 100%. No, like, rollover.
Up to
or anything.
what?
$250.
They match it?
Mhm.
That's
Have you
sick.
not deposited yet?
In
No.
Connecticut lottery?
On Sugar House.
No, I don't know what that is.
So I'll refer you, and we'll both get 100, and then you can get 250. So you got 350 free bucks. Yeah,
And put it on purple.
and put it on Odell and purple.
And
I
tails.
like this.
I mean, it's literally
Yeah,
free.
for Super Bowl Sunday.
It's
I mean,
literally
sure. Let's have
Let's have some
a
fun.
lot of fun. Not some fun. Let's have a lot of fun.
All right, more props. Let's. Oh, okay. Color Gatorade. I know we spent way too much time on this,
No
but
problems.
clear or water is the favorite right now.
Clear. That's stupid.
Plus 200.
They're not dumping water on anybody.
Orange plus 300. Yellow or green. They have it yellow/green.
I'm pissed. I'm so mad.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pissed.
Plus 350.
What? Hold on. What?
Yeah, they have it marked as yellow/green.
That's right.
It's not green. It's yellow.
Blue plus 400. No Gatorade bath plus 500.
So that's happened a couple times.
Mhm.
Yep.
Red or pink plus 1,000. Purple plus 1,200. They have it listed at.
That's where you get the most value, and I think it's gonna be purple.
I mean, for doing the Gatorade bet, you gotta just go with the most value. No, like you're
yeah, like it's like okay, purple hasn't been in like 10 years, right?
and it's like they're probably drinking purple Gatorade on the sideline.
Purple Gatorade is gas.
Like
the Rams for
Grape or
sure.
Riptide
the Rams
Rush?
for sure drink purple Gatorade.
I hate grape. Riptide Rush is pretty good.
Riptide Rush is so good.
It's yeah,
Grape is like too grape.
It's too artificial. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly
I can
because then it's
taste-
like
I can taste artificial grape in my mouth right now.
You ever have like medicine when you're younger and it was yes. And
so
it's-
that's what I
it's
was about
like
to say.
that,
It's
yeah.
like it
Cough
tastes like
syrup.
cough medicine. So then
Yeah.
you're like,
I'll take lean with this. Like that, that's fine.
it's the only purple I want.
All right. So I'm just gonna throw out some props and we're just gonna, do we like it? Do we not like it? How does that sound?
I like this.
I mean, I kind of like Joe Mixon to score a touchdown. I mean, I feel
Oh,
like
just
that's-
as like a prop you like?
yeah, why not? I mean, you might want to get a little spicy and say first touchdown, but
Odell first touchdown too.
But you
might
could
be-
always.
yeah.
I was looking at some that they have available. You could always parlay
No,
like
t-
Cooper Cup getting 100 yards with the
Higgins.
Celtics plus 7.5.
Yeah.
T. Higgins or Tyler Higbee first touchdown.
Tyler Higbee is not playing on Sunday.
Oh, he's not. He's hurt.
Just announced.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. So T Higgins.
T. Higgins.
Tiggins.
CJ Uzama's playing. Could be
He is
him.
playing.
Oh, he wants to score a touchdown.
Hold on, let me. I'm about to like blow you guys' mind. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 56 will be. Survey says.
What?
The anticipation
What?
is.
He's thinking about it.
Matt Stafford.
Oh, okay.
Matt Stafford will score a rushing
Okay.
touchdown. Super Bowl 56, the first touchdown, because it is the most absurd thing you've ever heard in your life, and that will happen. From the
it's- so-
from the
No,
1 or 2
no,
yard
no,
line.
no.
Yes, from the 1 or 2.
He might catch a touchdown.
Ooh.
Sean
Goosebumps.
McVay, he's like, I got the Super Bowl this weekend. We're doing something.
They do the Philly special.
They could do the Philly special on the goal line. That would be kind of not.
We haven't really seen any trick plays this offseason.
The Rams
or this
special.
postseason.
We haven't seen many trick plays this postseason, have we? You know what I do?
Did the
like?
Chiefs do one once?
Probably the Chiefs are.
No, I don't think so.
I saw one. I forget, but
I like. If there is this, and there definitely is.
or Johnny Hecker might throw a ball. I mean, that's always
That's also true. You got to watch out for that. Onside kick. There's going to be an onside kick.
I like
that
that
is
too.
recovered, not just attempted.
Oh, recovered?
Recovered.
Okay.
An onside kick will be attempted and recovered. I like that.
Do you think we ever see anything as crazy as the Atlanta New England Super Bowl?
no.
Like something of that caliber?
No, the craziest play, not game in Super Bowl history was the first play of that Broncos Super Bowl. Because if you had first play safety, you were screaming, bro.
Yeah, it
You
must
were
have been crazy.
It was like 100 to 1.
Yeah.
So it was like first play is like run pass.
That was an ugly
Safety,
Super Bowl. We
whatever.
better not get one of those.
Oh,
I don't want it.
ew. That
Wasn't supposed to be like that though, because that was number one offense.
It's
and
number
one
defense.
defense.
I feel like whenever that happens, you always take the number one defense.
Oh, absolutely.
You always take the number one defense. Neither of these teams.
Giants Bills was the same way back in the day.
I mean, yeah, I feel like neither one of these teams has like an overpowering defense, but the Rams definitely have the edge.
Yeah, dude. I'm not saying you are.
The Rams can be overpowering.
Everyone loves talking like not junk about the Bengals defense, but they like really underrate the Bengals defense, and they've played.
I definitely have, and they've
played phenomenal the last 3 games. Like they really.
They're clutch. They're very clutch. Their
They make
ranking,
plays. They
yeah,
just make
they make
plays.
plays. Their rankings aren't there. I know they're in the 20s for most defensive rankings, but they play red zone defense. They're clutch. They
Then
hold.
that's all that matters.
They hold teams to field goals late in games. They play pretty good as a unit, and nothing's really bad.
Eli
on that
Apple.
defense.
Ugh.
And yeah, Eli Apple is their number 2 corner. Yep. Oh, when that interception went through his arms last game
Yeah.
too, I thought they lost the game right there.
That's when I was thinking the same exact thing. I was like, this is it.
All right, let's just throw some out there. Result of Matthew Stafford's first pass: complete -225, incomplete +180. I say incomplete.
I was gonna say that.
If it's like him starting off the game,
That's
Interception.
an incomplete pass.
Interception. Would interception count as incomplete?
First
yes.
first play of the
yes.
game, Matt Stafford play action. They're gonna throw the ball 20 yards down the field in the first play, and it's gonna be a.
They're gonna try to pull the trigger here on the first play if they get the coin toss.
Yeah, for
or if
sure.
if they get the ball first. I definitely see that.
Quarterback to be sacked first. Joe Burrow minus 180, Matt Stafford plus 145. Has to be Joe Burrow, no? Or this
I
time
don't
they
know though
have-
if the Rams get the ball first, which I'm feeling like they will.
There could be an opening drive sack by the Bengals.
Do you think it's like it's
Well,
the same thing
the
about
Bengals
what you
are
say?
technically the home team, so don't they get the?
But the Rams are the home team. I don't care what they say, but it's like
yeah, but they get to choose, right?
the coin toss.
Oh wait, never mind. Super Bowl coin toss. Right.
This is NFL football. We flip a coin before the game starts, and that determines who gets the ball normally.
They do that in regular season games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
No. Are you memeing? Have you never seen football? No, you're joking, right? Please tell me you're joking. What do you think they did? You thought the home team just chose?
Antonio, that was your first. That was so bad, dude. He goes, "Oh, it's the Super Bowl. Like that mattered."
No. You have
Well, I know the coin
lost
toss
your
is always a big
fucking
thing in
marbles.
Super Bowl.
You have lost your marbles.
I don't know. They don't broadcast it on television.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Dude, they always say, "Oh, so and so won the coin toss. They've elected to defer."
Oh, I don't remember that shit. I remember hearing like, oh, blah 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 chose to defer. I don't know. I never really thought about it.
Oh my god!
That was.
So you thought that was a special thing that they do in the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I don't know. I never thought about it like that. I don't
So
know.
why do they do it in overtime? Why wouldn't the?
Because it's overtime.
Well, why wouldn't the home team just have to pick again?
I don't know. Because it's overtime.
Oh my god, Antonio, that was bad.
No, that was
I
actually.
might have to cut that out.
that was actually
I might have
hilarious.
to cut that out of the fucking
Ugh.
broadcast.
All right.
Okay, so coin toss. I feel like the Rams are gonna get the ball. That's what we were talking about. And if the Rams get the ball, I feel like there's a way better chance Matt Stafford gets sacked on that first drive.
Yeah.
If they're trying to sling it like we think that they might.
Ooh, correct first quarter score. I mean, obviously, there's any of them to choose for.
3-0 Rams.
I like that.
Yeah.
Or 3-0 Bengals, either one.
I like that. I have zeros and threes in some of my squares, so that would be good.
Yeah, you definitely got the best squares. Like
Sal, I'm not kidding.
Seven.
I got my numbers
Zero.
today. So I took 5. I got a 7. I got a 4. I got a 1, a 0, and a 6.
Yeah, you got the best numbers that you could have gotten.
Yep. Unbelievable.
The only Super Bowl that was
Unbelievable.
Weird, the only Super Bowl that I can remember lately that have been weird with squares was that Patriots Eagles Super Bowl, because it was like 19-9 at fucking halftime, and then it was like 27-22 at one point. Like
And Pats Rams, I was in like a $50 square pool where like each quarter paid out like I don't know,
a lot of money.
$400 or
Yeah.
something like that. And I had in the Pats and Rams, I had 2 squares in that, and I had 3 and 0.
Mm-hmm.
So I won 2 quarters. But then my grandpa was in that same pool. He had 3 and 3. He won 2 quarters in the game. So he took home like $2,500.
That's insane.
He's the luckiest.
I was texting him like, "Can we split? You want to split?" Like,
He's literally the luckiest kid I ever met. I'm not joking.
He doesn't even know that there's a coin toss in the beginning of the game.
there's got to be some place that puts out bets for it now.
The coin toss?
Yeah. For like every single game.
No.
There's
I'll
too
find
much to keep track.
What are we
there.
betting on?
Tails.
Are you taking heads?
What was it last year that everybody in it? Was,
Everyone loved
I-
tails
I
last
just
year.
gotta
and it was
everyone
heads.
loved tails.
Heads was such a loud. Heads was such.
Yeah,
a loud
I always
last
got to
year.
go ahead.
so I'm gonna go with tails.
What do you take on?
Heads.
All right, I'll take tails. $10.
Little friendly wager.
Little friendly wager. Like I said, hey, said this last week. I'll say it again this week. Don't bet it through FanDuel. Don't bet it through DraftKings.
Yeah, it's
Find
just-
someone you're watching the Super Bowl with. Bet $10 with them.
So-
Don't pay the vig.
Here's one prop that I wanted you to see if you could find for me. A missed extra point.
What about a field goal hitting the uprights?
Plus 400. I saw that yesterday. I actually thought about betting it too.
It's so funny how you knew that off the top of your head.
Go look. I swear.
Didn't even open his
I
phone.
was gonna say,
yet.
I was like, I know it's like +5 or +4.
Hadn't even opened his phone.
No,
Plus 400.
I saw it yesterday and I was like, now a field goal is hitting the uprights for sure.
I know. I like that. I like that bet.
That a field goal hits the uprights?
Yeah, I just,
Yeah,
I
it
just
Well,
like,
it could be an extra point,
I
too.
just
Any
like that
pick
as a prop.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fun. That's good. That's cool that they have that. You know.
And you're saying any missed kick, Nolan?
Okay, if that's on there, then yeah, because if a missed field goal is more common than a missed extra point, I feel like, right?
I would say they're about the same. Hold on. Why is it not on here? Dude, I feel like they're lacking a little bit.
What the fuck?
Like they really are kind of lacking.
You
like
can bet on the game ending in a tie.
well, it won't end in a tie.
Obviously not, but you can bet on it.
Like tie after 60 minutes or just the
Yeah, is it tie after 60 minutes?
No, it just says tie.
I'm down. What's the odds?
It's literally
Plus 900.
what?
It's got to be after 60 minutes.
Oh, it won't let you click on it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good. I was like, what is going on? Why would they have that there?
Because some drunk bastard.
Because
like,
that
it's
would
gonna
be-
end in a tie.
That would be illegal.
Someone from the future comes back.
I don't see anything about a missed kick. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
I feel like that would definitely be on there.
I didn't find a missed kick either.
They're gypping us, dude.
They're lame. They really are.
I'll go to Bovada and bet it. I know Bovada has it.
No, the offshore like Bovada or sportsbet.ag or any of those shits, like their props are always absurd. Like
They have cool props.
they have everything, dude.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go look now.
I could bet on if a chicken's going to run on the field.
They definitely have
It's 'cause
a fan running on the field odds, like a streaker.
Crackheads.
There's definitely. It's LA, bro. It's downtown LA. There's somebody streaking.
Someone's running on the field.
Holy shit, dude.
How the hell is somebody from like a
sneak
trashy
in.
person from downtown LA
They
gonna
sneak
run
in,
on-
bro. They can sneak in.
All right, Joe Burrow over under 280 passing yards.
Over. I love the over there.
I'm gonna run through a bunch of these. We're just gonna
Yeah,
go.
sure. I'll go the over.
I'm going over. Matt Stafford 285 over 284 and a half over under.
284 and a half.
I'm still saying
I'll
over.
say both over, yeah.
Burrow over 1.5 touchdowns.
Over.
Over.
Stafford same.
Over.
All right,
Yeah.
we're on the
What
same
the
page.
fuck,
We're on the
dude?
same page so far. I already said I think both of them can and might throw a pick. What do you think? Either do you have a lead?
Maybe I won't bet
I
Burrow.
like Matt Stafford to throw one more than I like Burrow
yeah, no,
to
I was
throw
gonna
one.
say I love Stafford to throw a pick.
Love.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
like on the rating scale.
I'm just taking
There
notes.
is love there.
So I was taking notes.
Burrow over 24 and a half completions. That one I don't love as much. That seems like a lot for him.
Over how many? What'd you say?
24 and a half?
Matt Stafford.
No, Burrow.
24 and a half completions.
That seems like a lot of
I
completions.
feel like both guys are going to throw it like over 40 times.
That's funny you say that. He has 36 and a half pass attempts.
Over.
So over again for both.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Hammer
dude?
the over. Let's go.
No, I want this to be like a fucking
38, 36.
yeah.
Yeah. Stafford over 24 and a half completions, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And over 35 and a half pass attempts.
Yeah.
He's gonna throw the ball 45 times.
If there's a button, I'm hitting the yeah button.
Yeah, but
Like yeah, that's definitely happening.
longest completion. Matt Stafford over 39 and a half.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Dude. He has Cooper Kupp and Odell.
Joe Burrow.
Odell.
Joe Burrow over under 38 and a half yards longest completion.
Yes.
Dude, you're
Here's
hammer.
Jamar Chase.
Nolan's making
And T. Higgins.
Nolan is making the
And
meanest
Tyler
game.
Boyd.
Dude, this is going to be insane when this hits.
All right. Any quarterback to throw for 350 plus yards plus 225, yes.
Yes.
Yep. That's plus
just one of them has
Just
it?
one
Either
of them
one.
plus 225.
Yeah, either one.
That's the greatest value I've seen.
That's ridiculous.
Any quarterback to throw for 350 plus, yes, plus 225.
Yeah.
Any quarterback to throw for 400 yards plus 850.
Ooh, plus 850?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Who's the quarterback to throw for 400?
Burrow.
I actually would say it would be Stafford.
Yeah, me too.
No, because that means that
Yeah,
they
but
would
that
be
means he
just
throws, like, 2 picks.
Yeah, he would be throwing 2 picks, but he would be shitting in them too. Like
Four
you're
touchdowns,
right.
2
No,
picks.
you're right because it's like
Yeah, but Burrow had that game with like 600 passing yards, and he had one with 500.
all right, are you ready?
My bias for Burrow is too much.
Any quarterback to throw for 450 yards.
That
plus-
would be Burrow if it's either of them because he's done that twice.
plus 3,000.
That's good value though.
Yeah, but then
Especially if Burrow's already done it twice.
Yeah, but then you bet it and you lose your money, and you're like, "Why'd I do
then
that?"
but then you could put less on it and get more for your money, and then you don't feel as bad when you lose.
No, you have to put $50.
I have to put $1 million on it.
All right. Those were basically all the quarterback props. That was fun. All right.
Holy shit! I said yes to every single one.
You hammered every over. I think Antonio kind of did too.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't feel great about it, but
maybe my expectations
whatever.
are too high for the Super Bowl. I don't know.
All right, rushing yards. Cam Akers over under 64.5 rushing yards. I'm gonna go under.
I'll go under just because
Me
I feel
too.
like they're just gonna throw it too much.
Jamar Chase over under 3.5 rushing yards. Receiving yards would be a great bet. Rushing yards
3.5.
no,
rushing
give me
yards.
Cam Akers over.
over 64.5. I like Jamar Chase under 3.5 rushing yards quite a lot. I don't think they're gonna be doing stupid shit like that.
No.
No like jet sweeps or anything.
Joe Burrow over 10.5 rushing yards. I say yes.
Yeah, 10.5's pretty good.
Oh yeah, he'll have a run, and he'll get really excited.
Stafford over 5.5. Under.
Yeah, he doesn't
Over.
move. He doesn't move.
Over.
Mm-hmm.
5.5. I mean, what's yes? Like what's the over?
Minus 105. Minus 125 for under. I say yes. Or I say no. He's not getting 6 yards. Mitchson over 60 yards.
Yes,
No.
No.
over.
Bad O line. That D line's
Ooh,
crazy.
this might be my. Oh, this is gross. This might be my favorite bet though.
What?
Samaje Perine over 3.5 rushing yards.
3.5.
3.5.
Absolutely.
He's getting 4 yards.
He might get a touchdown instead of Joe Mixon.
I like that. No, he's getting 4 rushing.
Like,
yards,
because
so.
you know what I mean, right? So you're sitting there, right? You have Joe Mixon to score a touchdown. They're on the 2-yard line.
And then they run out Samaje Perine.
Joe Mixon runs. They get on the 1-yard line. They bring in P. Ryan.
Mhm.
He gets it, right?
Mhm.
It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
It's like whatever, man.
Right? It's like, fuck you.
Oh, that's
Just have him run it again.
That's great. Sony Michelle over under 19.5 yards.
Over.
Under. He's a shitter. He's so bad.
Sal has been so disappointed by Sony
I hate
Michel
Sony
over the
Michel.
years.
All right, receiving yard. Oh, do you have? It doesn't matter.
Under. I don't think he's gonna get the ball much, to be honest.
Receiving yards. This is what we all came here for. Cam Akers over under 14.5.
Ooh,
Over.
I kind of like.
I
that
like
over.
the over.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp.
So like $1 million.
Anyone want to take a guess?
80 and a half. No, 100 and
91 and a half.
100 and a half.
103.5 receiving yards for Cooper Kupp over under. There's so many outs for the under. I think you have to say the under, but it's just not gonna.
If you're a
hit.
smart man, you take the under.
If you're a quote unquote smart man, you take the under. But the whole time he's just catching passes for like 8 yards, 15 yards, 12 yards. It's just death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, because he's not like one of those receivers that can only run in a straight line.
Mm-mm.
He is gonna be getting the ball everywhere on the
That's
field.
tough.
That's a tough line.
Tough call.
That's not one I would try to beat. That's not one I would try
So
to.
then that's tough. That's tough for Odell's over because it's like, if Cooper Kupp goes over, does Odell have the same like? Because his is like what 80 something or 50 something.
60. Oh, it was.
I don't know if I love Odell's over.
63. So I mean, I guess that could still happen, but I think it gets a little bit more slim.
I don't know. I like the under. I think I might like Odell and Kupp to both have around 80 receiving yards.
I think in a perfect world, they both have 80 receiving yards.
I'm going under on that.
On Cooper Kupp,
I'm saying like around.
I'll go over on Cooper Kupp just because, like what you said, he's literally just going to be getting the ball like every.
Has
play.
no one said under yet?
A couple.
I said under on
For a couple.
his Matt Stafford's rushing yards.
Oh,
Cam Akers too, I think.
And K Makers, yeah.
Matt Stafford over rushing yards.
Yeah, you already said that.
I mean 5.5. I mean, he just needs to pop off one.
That's
one
what I
run.
mean.
Jamar Chase over under 78.5. I love the under. Jalen Ramsey's gonna be on him.
78.5.
Jalen Ramsey is gonna shadow him the whole game.
But that's okay because T. Higgins is going to be over on yards.
I think Tyler Boyd's over yards is
Tyler
a great bet.
Boyd.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's a great bet. Tyler
He
Boyd,
is an excellent receiver.
42.5. I think that's way too low for him.
I think him and T Higgins might go over if Jamar Chase is really locked up.
T. Higgins is 69.5.
I don't know though because
Tyler
I
Boyd
feel like
for a
Jamar
touchdown.
Chase is so dynamic.
Ooh.
Jamar Chase is so dynamic, and I feel like Jalen Ramsey isn't what he used to be. I really don't.
Whoa, I don't know, Nolan.
I don't think so,
I don't
dude.
know, Nolan.
I really don't think so.
Still,
I mean that is a high number for him to be on.
he's still like the best
Jamar
corner
Chase?
in football.
No, he is.
I mean, we're talking about one of the most dynamic wide receivers I think we've ever seen. Just in his rookie year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jalen Ramsey's not giving up 80 yards to Jamar Chase. I don't see it. 79, whatever. He's not. It's not happening.
I will take the under, but
I like Tyler Boyd. to
I
have
will
a big
cautiously
game.
take the
Now
under.
that you have brought that up, because he's been with the Bengals for
Forever.
a long ass time,
Yeah.
and he's had some really good seasons.
Who the fuck is Kendall Blanton?
Yeah.
And why is his over under 29.5 yards?
Is he like?
I think he's on the Ram.
He must be the. Is he a
He's
white
probably,
guy? in
no,
the
he's
Rams?
probably the Rams' second tight end. It's bad that I don't know this, but I'm pretty sure he's the Rams' tight end now that Higbee's out.
Oh yeah, true.
I don't care. He might have 30 yards. I don't.
29.5.
I don't.
That's a lot.
I don't know. Odell 63.5 over under. You take that over. You just have to.
All right.
Samaje Perine over 10.5 receiving yards. I'm going under.
Yeah, no.
Under.
Sonny Michel over under 6.5. It could be over under a half, and I'd still say
No.
under.
No.
So
Michelle
that's
receiving? No.
receiving yards.
Receiving yards.
I don't think I've ever seen him catch a pass.
No, he
I've
has
never
just
seen
hands
him catch
made
a
of literal stone, dude.
He does. He doesn't.
This
have-
microphone is. This is a live look at his hands right now. This microphone.
Van Jefferson over 32.5 yards. Maybe.
I like the over there.
Maybe.
He's like one of those under
Oh,
the
yeah.
radar guys.
I like that.
We'll go quick with a couple of these receptions. Cooper Kupp 8.5.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase 5.5.
Yes.
I think yes too. Actually, I think
But if he
I
gets
would
up
take
to
Kupp's
6,
over if
7,
it
or
was
8,
10.
he's creeping up on that.
I think
over-under.
he can get 6 catches and have 50 yards.
I do. I absolutely.
Alright.
think
I don't
that.
think he can. I don't think he needs to have 100 yards on 6 catches. Odell over 5.5 receptions. Yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I like that number though. I think that's a good number.
That is a good number.
5.5.
6.5 I would not like.
No.
T Higgins over 5.5. I know Antonio likes that.
I do.
Yeah, if Jamar Chase is locked up like you think,
Tyler Boyd over 4.5. I don't think so.
smash the over.
You love the over.
No, yeah. Boyd will have.
I mean, if Jamar Chase is gonna be locked up like you think he is,
Yeah, then someone has to catch passes.
Tyler Boyd
nah,
and T.
you know,
Higgins,
but
like every
Boyd will
play.
be like Boyd will be like three receptions
For
like
48.
80, yeah, for like 80 yards.
Oh, okay. I like
and then
that.
like a touchdown.
But no, if they're going deep, it's to Jamar Chase.
You can go deep to Tyler Boyd.
You can, but they won't.
Why not?
'Cause I've never seen it.
Most receiving yards. Any player. Who's it going to be?
Cooper Kupp is probably like
Plus 120 Cooper Kupp.
Mm.
I think that's great value, actually.
What's
I mean, yeah, that's a really good bet.
what's the T Higgins number?
Plus 600.
Wow.
That's good
that's
value.
That's
but
a fun little bet. That is kind of like a fun little bet.
so what's Odell? So
Plus 800.
Okay.
Tyler Boyd plus 1,800. Jamar Chase plus 400. Anyone else is probably a little unrealistic.
I mean, I really like Odell. I mean, if it's not going to be Cooper Kupp, I think Odell. Yeah,
Plus 800.
that's huge value.
Longest reception. Cam Akers 9.5. I would say under on that.
So each player's longest reception. Cam Akers 9.5.
No, yeah, that
No,
Under? Are you shitting
under?
me?
That's
What
not
the
Is that the
fuck?
biggest line ever?
9.5? What's the under? What are the odds?
Minus 115.
he's not like
oh my
that,
god, he's gonna
no.
catch a 12-yard screen pass, and you're just gonna be like, damn it, fucking.
That's
shit.
one of those ones that I think I would stay away from because
Ugh.
it's like it's just that would piss me off if he gets a 10-yard pass.
Cooper Kupp 28.5. I think that's a.
Oh, but
smash.
no, because if Cam Akers, if he gets a screen pass and then runs for like 15 yards, I would be so pissed if I bet the under on that.
You're right about that.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp
Uh-huh.
28.5 longest reception.
Oh yeah,
Okay, I'll catch a 30-yard pass.
He'll catch a 30-yard
absolutely.
pass on the first drive.
he can catch a 30-yard pass and sleep.
Odell longest completion over under 23.5. That one I don't like as much.
No.
because he might not do that. 23.
Over in 23.5. He likes to catch those like short over the
He
middle
likes
passes.
a good 15-yard completion.
Yeah.
T Higgins over 24.5. I like that. Tyler Boyd over 18.5. I love that.
Yeah.
I
I
like
do.
the over 18.5. Yeah.
Van Jefferson over 17.5. I also love that because when they throw to him, it's always a deep ball.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's like a
Allen
20-yard
Lazard.
slant every time.
He's like Alan Lazard on the Packers. He's like one of those guys that you like forget about.
I like this one. First rush of the game, Cam Akers, over or under 3.5 yards.
First rush of the game.
First rush of on his first rush, is he getting more than 3 yards?
Yeah, he might get 10.
Whoa! Wow.
If it's the first play of the game,
Well, it's just got to be his first rush.
First
right?
rush.
It doesn't have to be the first play.
No, it doesn't have to be the first. It doesn't
I don't
have to
know.
be the first play. It's his first rush of the game. What happens?
I like that. I think I like the over.
It's plus money right now.
I mean, are they good against the run? Is the Bengals good against the run? Not really, right?
I wouldn't
They're
say
decent.
Good is not the right word.
No,
They're just
they're
moderate.
they're serviceable.
They're serviceable is the perfect word.
Yeah, serviceable.
Word, actually.
They put it together.
Joe Mixon, same bet, 3.5. First rush. I like the under on that one.
Me too.
Yeah, with that
That's a no
defensive
game.
line, yeah.
Who makes the first reception of the game?
Cooper Kupp.
I don't know.
Not a wide receiver.
Yeah, probably a running back, right?
Either a running back or a tight end.
So Cam Akers or Mixon?
Or Uzama or Blanton.
Oh,
It's gonna be Blanton.
it's gonna be Kendall Blanton, isn't it?
Yeah.
For like 2 yards.
What is his thing?
Plus 1,600.
Yeah. It's gonna be Kendall Blanton so hard.
Player to make the first Cincinnati Bengals reception. T. Higgins.
I like T. Higgins.
Jamar Chase.
If they want to get him involved early, I think, yeah. I like that.
The result of the Bengals' first drive: punt, touchdown, turnover on downs, safety, or field goal attempt.
Turnover.
Turnover.
Yeah. Throws an early pick.
Wow.
If there's going to be 2 interceptions in this game, one of them's going to come early.
Punt.
Field goal.
Punt.
Punt's probably the safest bet.
Minus
I would say.
minus 130 punt.
Yeah. What's turnover?
Plus 475.
Wow.
Cincinnati Bengals first drive result. No offensive score or offensive score. I say no offensive score. It's kind of the same thing.
No offensive score, yeah.
I said field goal, so offensive score.
Unless Money Mac misses it. Money Mac hits the upright with the first kick of the jam. That's
$400.
That's a bold take.
Antonio would be horny for that.
Let's see.
Well, it doesn't have to miss and hit the upright.
That's true. It could hit it and go in.
Wow, that would happen to you too.
That would be the craziest.
That would happen to him. That would definitely happen to him.
Oh, that's so good. Did I ever tell you? I gotta tell this story. This kid, I don't know why, he randomly came over with Alan, and we're watching the Kentucky Derby, and he's like, he didn't even know the Kentucky Derby was that day.
Oh wow!
And-
I absolutely knew the Kentucky.
No,
Derby.
no. I said something to you, and you were like,
Oh no, I forgot to put in my.
yeah. Oh, that's what happened. He forgot to put in a bet for it. So I was like, yeah, the Derby starts in 20 minutes or whatever. He's like, oh shit, I forgot to bet. Blah blah blah. He takes like 1 minute to look at the horses. He's like, this horse is winning.
Medina Spirit.
Yeah, I think it was right. Or was
I
it-
only know that 'cause
it
I
was
picked it
whoever Velasquez's horse was. Yeah, and it was a. I don't know if it was a Bob Baffert horse.
It was Medina Spirit.
Oh,
Because I
no,
picked
it was a Bob Baffert.
Yeah,
horse,
it
'cause
was a Bob
Velasquez was
Baffert.
the jockey.
And literally, this dude took like less than a minute to pick out the horse, and he's like, "This guy's winning." And he put like
It was even close.
it was a blowout. It was literally a blowout. I was just mesmerized.
I was like, that's my horse.
I was like, bro, every time you pick something, it just.
I think it was number 12.
You want to know why I picked? It was number 9, I think. It was Medina Spirit. I picked it because it was like Medina was something in like Arabic or something, and it was like Passover during that time. So I was like,
Yeah,
this horse
right,
is
yeah.
winning. I remember I watched it alone, and I was like, let's fucking go.
Yes.
That was so sick.
That's great. No, I was just saying, Antonio, you never get anything wrong. It's like kind of.
I forgot
no,
about
Antonio's
that.
a
That was
fucking-
awesome.
Antonio's a
Awesome.
robot, dude.
Ugh.
Antonio's an alien.
All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. I don't know. There's a lot of props, but it's not like overtime. Do we think there's going to be overtime? I don't, but
I don't, but if you want to get frisky, you can sprinkle a little on there. Why not?
the last scoring play of the game will be what?
A field goal.
By who, though?
So if it's the Bengals, it's probably to win
Touchdown,
the game.
yeah. So
Or no,
Rams-
it's probably whatever it is to win the game, I would assume. So it's
No, just
Money Mac?
it could be like the Rams are up 20, and then the Bengals score a last minute garbage time touchdown.
Authentic was the horse's name, by the way.
It was authentic.
Oh, what Kentucky Derby are we talking
Last
about?
year.
Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year.
Oh, I thought it was Medina Spirit.
No,
years
that
ago
was
was-
2020. Yeah, so
Yeah.
2020.
No, because I was in Florida for it.
Okay.
That was in 2021.
I didn't bet Medina Spirit. I bet the year before that was the story.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. Oh, you meant
My
so
horse
yours was
was
2 years
authentic.
ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I was lost for a second too.
Yeah, I was confused.
Last scoring play of the game is what?
Money Mac winning them the Super
No, it's a
Bowl.
touchdown.
By who? Seattle.
Seedle.
Sheetal.
Russell
Bengals.
Wilson comes out.
Bengals touchdown last play.
Yep.
Last scoring play of the game.
Yep.
Race to 10 points. Bengals Rams or neither.
Rams win. Rams.
To 10.
Yeah, Rams.
Any other good ones? Total third down conversion. Cincinnati Bengals over. Huh?
What? Is that high? Am I high?
4.5
Over?
over.
I love every over.
Let's hear what's the plus.
What do you mean?
Is it plus money or
No, it's minus 150, but as it should be.
Yeah, it should be like minus 300.
Are they not going to get 5 fourth or third downs? They get 5 fourth downs. Are they not going to get 5 third downs?
They might get 5 fourth downs.
They don't convert any third downs, but they convert
5
fourth
fourth downs. That's like the fucking
Oh.
Eagles against the Patriots. Rams total third down conversions 5.5 under. Because if they get the ball moving, they're not going to need third down. They're going to get all their shit on first and second.
But then they're gonna clean
Yeah, that's
them,
not
though.
that's true. That's not really the kind of team they are.
Successful 2-point
I like
conversion.
that, Sal. Good point.
The Bengals.
No, just yes or no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes? I say no.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you don't think there's gonna be an
okay.
octopus?
Whatever.
No.
Dude, that's my new favorite thing. I love that. I'm so happy we found that. I'm so happy Antonio found
At
that.
first, when I read it, it made no sense, and then I reread it, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
I'm so happy you found that, Antonio.
Exact amount of sacks in the game.
Exact amount.
Exact amount total.
12.
7 or more is plus 250.
Yeah.
7 or more.
Oh yeah.
No, he's smashing the yeah button.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be like 10. I think I think the Rams are gonna get to Burrow
I
like
was gonna
6
say-
times.
No, I was
at
gonna say the
least.
Rams probably got 4 or 5 sacks. Did the Bengals get 2 sacks? Did the Bengals get 2 sacks?
I think they can.
I feel like that's kind of what you're betting on. Can the Bengals get like 2, maybe 3 sacks?
Yeah, you're betting on if the Bengals can get to Matt Stafford is pretty much. Because you know Burrow's going to get sacked.
I'm gonna
I
go.
like the over.
I'm gonna go with 5 at plus 300. That is my bet.
Okay.
You guys have 7 or more at plus 250. I like 5 sacks in this game.
I think it's because it's better to go 7 or more because you have more.
You have so many more outs. Because as soon as you get to 7, it's game over at that point. You'd have 5 and then be like, please don't get a sack. Please don't get a sack.
So I'd rather bet the 7 or more.
Player to record the first sack, Aaron Donald.
Yep.
Right?
Von Miller.
Mm,
I like going with the second
the
option.
tried and true.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but
'cause it's
everybody wants to win for Donald.
Yeah.
and you know everyone's gonna hammer Aaron Donald to get the first sack. It's like
Yep.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's also true. Oh, Nolan, maybe.
what miss kick?
Yeah, maybe. Hold on.
Let's go. There's gonna be one.
Okay, first missed field goal. Oh wow, really? Wide left, wide right, hits post, short or blocked.
Mine's what? He looks up. We're both. My bet.
We got a lot of options.
My bet is wide left.
Blocked is plus 1600.
No good.
Blocked is plus 1600.
Wide
That's great
right.
value.
That is great value.
Blocked is my answer.
We've seen a lot of blocked kicks this like postseason.
Wide right.
Well, my thing is right because they're both righties and they pull it.
Okay,
So wide left.
I like that. Yeah, no,
You're a little tense. You know, you're in the fucking Super Bowl.
I'm going
buttholes puckered.
I'm going blocked. I just really think like plus 1600 if they're gonna not make a kick.
So is this just any kick or
Any kick. First missed field goal of the game. Blocked is my answer. Bengals total field goal yardage
So we just
over under 60 and a half.
don't worry about it being far away. It's fine.
That's
Over.
a weird prop.
What
yeah,
is?
I like the over.
Over under total field goal yardage. So say they take a 30 and then another 30.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's
they
like
kick
60.
So like he could
And
kick
what
a
was it?
50.
60 and a half. Bengals.
Yeah, he kicks a 50 and a 30, and there you go. There's your over. And that's if he kicks like 2 field
He should.
goals.
He
That's
should.
weird. That's
he
a
should,
weird number.
He should smash
Right?
it though, right?
So what's not to do that? What's the odds on that?
It's just minus 120 over, minus 110 under.
Oh,
That's like weird. That's a weird thing to bet.
That is a weird thing about.
kind of cool.
I love all the fucking
I was
props.
gonna say
This is a
I would
pro-
bet
this
that.
is a prop bet podcast.
This is the prop shop.
the prop shop. I like that.
I'm gonna go under. Just like he's gonna hit like a 30 and then a 29, and then you're gonna be like motherfucker, dude.
No.
I mean,
He'll
I'll
hit
take
a
the
50
over.
and
Like,
then something
if you're
else.
telling me he needs to hit 2 like 30s or like,
It's just a weird bet. I'm just not fucking with it.
I could go with like a
Oh, I am.
45 and a 35, like
Length of the first field goal.
45,
28 yards.
44 yards.
23 to 29 is plus 400. 44 to 49 is plus 350.
So give me the 44 to 49.
I'm gonna go 37 to 43 yards plus 300.
Okay.
Longest field goal made over under 47 and a half yards.
I like the over.
47 and a half. I like the over. Why not?
Yeah, Money Max tonight had a 48 yarder somehow.
Right? Someone's
A
hitting
50.
someone's
I'll
like
get a
Johnny
50.
Even though I just said fucking
Johnny
he's not gonna
Hecker
get
or
over
who's
60.
the Rams kicker again?
Game out.
He's got a pretty big leg, no?
He's a good
It's in-
kicker. Yeah,
it's
he's
like
solid.
inside kind of. There's gonna be
Yeah.
no wind. Fuck yeah.
Will there be a successful field goal in all 4 quarters?
Ooh, I like that one, but I don't think it's gonna
No.
happen. But I like that bet.
There won't be. Not this.
Oh,
Super Bowl.
this is a good fun bet. Will there be a kickoff on the opening, or will there be a kickoff in the opening kickoff? That'd be a great bet.
No.
Will there be a touchback on the opening kickoff? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you want to bet
Yes.
that? You want $10 on that? $10?
I bet $10 on that.
McAfee talks about this, and he's talked about it the last 2 years. The way the ball is when they first put it down, it's very heavy and very fully inflated. So apparently it's harder to kick it farther. There's like a 10-minute video on YouTube if you just search like McAfee Super Bowl opening kickoff or something.
Don't care. It's like if it's going in the end zone, they're gonna do a touchback because nobody wants to mess up.
I
on the
don't
first
think.
play.
But my point is, I don't think it makes it to the end zone. Like I think it's gonna come up short.
I think it'll make it to the end zone.
Last year's it didn't, and it was suck up too. Will there be a kickoff return for a touchdown plus 2,000? No.
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
When was the last time that happened? The Steelers?
Devin Hester.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't
Was
it
it-
the Ravens?
Was it? The
Oh
Ravens?
yeah, you're right.
Kobe Jones.
Yeah, Jacoby
What
Jones.
was that like 2012?
12. A lot of them are just kind of like the rest of these are just kind of like punt props, which are kind of lame. Will there be a fake punt or field goal? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fake punt is so happening. We're way too excited, dude. There's
Fake
no
punt.
way a fake punt is happening, dude. No, there's no.
No,
way.
we're so excited.
But I'll fucking bet on it.
First quarter under is my favorite bet that I've seen like recently. Under 9. I don't think it goes over 9.
Yeah, I think we're saying it's gonna be like 3-0, 3-3.
All right, I don't have too many more props to go over, to be perfectly honest with you. I think we hit a lot of them, but the one final big one is Super Bowl MVP. I know we kind of hinted at it. I think we kind of maybe said it actually, but
Okay, so if the Bengals win, it's got to be Joe Burrow.
just one pick. Your pick for Super Bowl MVP.
Aaron Donald.
Matt Stafford.
This goes back to who I think wins, and now I have to make a pick as to who's going to win. So
Ooh. Von Miller gets his second.
yeah, he can.
I feel like he has too much to do though. Matt Stafford and Aaron Donald really don't have to do much to get like if they win, you know what I mean?
Okay,
That's my point of view of it.
officially, I'm on the record The Rams are winning the Super Bowl. I don't know about 4. Cooper Kupp will be your Super Bowl MVP.
All right.
To fit his perfect
Right, because it's like
season.
everything. So there's so many things that have kind of just jinxed the Bengals. Not like jinxed, but like have pointed it towards the Rams. It's the whole school thing that we talked about last week. The whole Mattress Mac betting on the Bengals.
He's been a jinx lately.
Everybody's hammering the Bengals, right? And it's just like every sort of like jinx that there can be is on the Bengals right now. But at the same time, they've kind of just avoided that all postseason.
Mm-hmm.
I
Their
think
franchise was a jinx until this year.
So maybe they're just the jinx antidote, but I don't know, bro. I think the Rams, if the Rams do lose this Super Bowl, it's a choke for sure. Where I think that they maybe see the Super Bowl against the Patriots as sort of like a choke, right? We're the number one scoring offense, and we went in there and got 3 points. Like, I don't see that happening again. I don't see them losing this one. And
McVay's.
I do like the -4.
McVay's been there already. He kind of knows what to expect. Zach Taylor's a new coach. It's a new franchise getting there. They don't really know what.
I just feel like the Bengals are so in over their head in this one. It's like every other game, right? It's like, okay, the stakes are really high, but the Super Bowl is the pinnacle.
It's a different
And it's just
story.
a different. But hey, I would love it if the Bengals won.
Are we? So we're all on the Rams.
A lot of people feel that way.
We're all
I'm
on the Rams.
I mean, he likes the Bengals to cover, right?
I do.
I think the Rams cover.
Damn it, man!
I think
Fuck
it's a
it.
good Super Bowl.
Bengals are winning. Joe Burrow's your MVP. I'm switching. Now I'm switching.
I was gonna do Joe
On
Burrow.
the record.
I really
Joe
was
Burrow's your
gonna-
MVP.
I
On the
really
record.
was, but I do think the Rams win.
I want whatever I said about Cooper Kupp stricken from the record right now.
All right,
What'd you say?
It's stricken.
I don't even know who Cooper Kupp is.
What is a Cooper Kupp?
I've never owned a Cooper Cup. Did you drink coffee out of it?
Super duper Cooper.
Give me your boldest take for Super Bowl Sunday, Antonio Fiore, right now.
God, come on.
Your boldest.
my biggest and boldest take. Von Miller is getting a defensive score.
Score.
Defensive score.
Love it. I love that.
I love that.
Aaron Donald's getting the sack, and Von Miller is picking it up and running it in.
My bold take is there will be 2 first quarter interceptions, 1 by each.
My bold prediction is that either one of these quarterbacks catches a ball in the end zone for a touchdown.
I can see either of them doing it.
Either one of them.
But I can really see Matthew Stafford catching a touchdown.
Well, if he gets the first touchdown, I'll be a horny little girl.
See, the Bengals might do it to get cute and mess with the Rams, kind of like how the Eagles did it to the Patriots. But the Rams might just do it just
because of the
to
Rams.
flex.
Mhm.
Yeah, so, I mean, I could see either one doing it. And it may not be
McVay
the
will be
Philly
like, "Yeah, I'm
special.
a
It may be some
genius."
sort of like iteration
Yeah,
of the Philly
yeah.
special, but I definitely think we see that.
Correct final score, ladies and gentlemen. Give it to me right now.
35-28 Rams.
27-23. Oh, whoa. That would be a push. 27-22.
27-24. 25.
We all have a high-scoring game. I'm going to go 34-30 Cincinnati Bengals.
I love that.
I don't have too much more in the way of props. I don't know if any of you had any other props that you
Maybe
liked.
not props, but Aaron Rodgers won MVP.
Kind of thought. So the odds were pointing that way. I
I
mean,
think
I'm
it's
not that
I think it's
bothered by it.
hilarious.
some people are very bothered.
Oh,
by
I know
it.
some people are
I'm
very
pretty
bothered by it.
it.
I mean, I think I wanted
Several
Brady.
sides.
I wanted Brady to win it. I think he should have, but I do recognize that the voting is done before the regular season ends.
That's the thing.
And at that point, definitely makes sense that Aaron Rodgers won it.
I mean, if you said, when did it come out? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you said that the voting ended 3 days ago,
Yeah, it's
then
Brady.
everyone is voting for Brady because it's a lifetime achievement award. And I don't want to discredit what he did this season, but it's just the narrative of Tom Brady going out. Let's give him an MVP. That would have happened.
Yeah.
The voting was done.
But he also threw for 5,300 yards.
Yes,
before
and
the touchdown.
that's why I said I don't want to take away from his season, but I don't know. You can definitely argue that Brady had a way better season, but you can also argue that Rodgers had the best team in the NFC for the regular season. Rodgers at home was unstoppable. Rodgers against almost every team except for week 1 was unstoppable. Their teams
Yeah,
never...
And then the one game that they lose, he's a shit game. a shit game.
Yep.
And they couldn't. The Packers couldn't make up for that in any way.
Yep. I don't know. I'm not too hot and bothered by it. I kind of figured he was gonna win it, but
Yeah, I'm more like annoyed than bothered. I think it's funny that he got it, just because of how his season did end up, where it's like they voted for him.
That's just like the typical Aaron Rodgers story, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's got, 4 MVPs now?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's been to 1 Super Bowl. I don't know.
Kind of a waste of talent.
He's going to have to leave.
Kind of disappointed in him. Thought they were going to be in this
disappointed in him
game on
too.
Sunday.
Me too.
I think he's had so many opportunities just to like be better than he is. But
Bengals Packers would have
I was
been a
going
good
to say
Super Bowl.
Bengals and Packers had a great game early on in the year.
They did.
yeah,
They had a fantastic game. Everyone was missing kicks in that game. Do you remember?
Yeah,
that?
everybody was talking about that game after it happened.
There was like 4 missed kicks in that game.
Yep.
anything else
Sure
you want
was.
to? Do we want to talk
24-21,
about
I
the
think.
NBA stuff a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. I think that
James Harden.
Yeah, I think that James Harden trade was very interesting for both those teams, and I think it helped both those teams. I think it was almost not exactly what both those teams needed, but it fits both of those teams very well.
The Nets got some depth back. Now, the issue with them is
Ben
Kyrie
Simmons
is
finally got it.
not playing every day. That's a huge issue. But I think, I've said this before on the podcast, probably more than once. I loved the Nets before they traded for James Harden.
You like him more now?
I thought, no.
Oh, really?
I like the Nets team before they traded for Harden better than I like the Nets team now. I thought they were so deep, and I love guys like Jared Allen and LeVert. They were
you mean like
yeah,
okay.
they were really
Yeah.
deep, and then Kyrie and Katie, and they were one of those like benches that they come out, they run up and down the floor, then your stars come out and they score a bunch of points, and then they make the trade for Harden. And they have no bench at all. It's gone.
Yeah, and they trade away Allen. And
Yeah,
LeVert.
and then one of your 3 stars gets hurt, and you're fucked.
just
And
like what we've seen. I mean,
the Nets suck right now.
all 3 of them only played like together like 16 times this season or something like that.
Yeah.
and they were 13-3.
Absolutely, and the Nets went on a 10-game losing streak.
Yeah, because they were just out of sync.
I like the pieces that they got. And theoretically, the Sixers, Embiid and Harden, that could be ridiculous when it comes to the pick and roll. It could be, but I don't see the Sixers getting to the finals. James Harden does not have it in him. I've seen it time and time again.
My thing is, if you're the Sixers, you had to make that trade. Had to. Because what you're obviously trading Ben Simmons before the deadline. You cannot wait the whole season to waste Embiid for a year to then try to go for it next year. That does not make sense. Your team is good this year. You have some parts that you can work with. You have to get them out the door. That being said, Harden and Embiid are kind of a weird fit together. Harden likes to pound the ball and do James Harden things, and Embiid is just a dominant big man. So I don't know how they're going to mesh together.
But who knows? Could be a Kobe and Shaq.
It could be. It really could be. Saying all of that, though,
I like the Celtics.
Ben Simmons, I think, is a very good fit for the Nets. I think he can play sort of a Draymond role. Not be Draymond Green, but play sort of like...
Or like he doesn't need to be...
He can play small ball center. He can guard 1 through 5.
It's a fresh start, and he has no expectations. Everyone just already thinks he sucks.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay.
And what does Ben Simmons not like to do? Shoot. What does Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving love to do? Shoot. So really, it's like that makes sense for them.
He's not like the number 1 like shooting guard, point guard.
Yeah, no.
He can
But
kind of
still,
hide.
when Ben Simmons has, a one-on-one against someone that is 6 inches shorter than him and he passes out of a layup, don't do that. But he's done it anyway.
I mean, whatever. He's still a pussy.
I say that the 76ers won that trade only because they got the better player in the deal. They did.
And I mean, Ben Simmons has been checked like all season. He's just been checked
you
out.
You traded for a guy who's a star in this league for someone who is not playing this year for your team. Or ever again probably for your team.
Yeah, and he's just, I think his frustrations were kind of just like had boiled over in the offseason, and then they finally come into this season. They're like, all right, well, we're going to try to make it work.
If after that Atlanta game last year, you told me that they traded Ben Simmons for James Harden, I wouldn't believe you. His value is 0 after that Atlanta game. Nobody wanted him. Nobody could believe what they just saw in that game. Like, he did what you just said. He passed up a wide open layup.
He does it. Yeah, he does it every time I watch him.
He's
the most unaggressive. Like, I don't want to like say that I've ever seen, but he's one of the most like unaggressive basketball players that I've ever seen, especially for his size.
Yeah.
And what he can do with the ball, like you talk about wasted talent. I mean,
Oh, he'd be so much better than he is.
if he just worked more on his mental side of his game, like he could be, like, because we've seen glimpses of it where he's just like really dominant.
Yep.
Like,
I didn't love him out of college either. I wasn't.
Well, the weird thing with him was he was like heralded as the number one pick, and his team did not even make the tournament.
No.
So that year it was like, well, what's the story with Ben Simmons? Why is he like so highly thought of, but his team is not even one of the best
wasn't it the
64
same
teams?
with like Markelle Fultz?
Yeah, and look how he turned out. I think that's a big red flag. If your team doesn't make the tournament and you're supposed to be
And
one
the
of the
Sixers got
Yeah.
both of those guys.
yeah, the Sixers got both of them. I didn't even think about that actually.
Oh, that's
But-
crazy.
I don't know. I think it was a good trade for both teams, but I do think the 76ers got the better end of the deal.
I do think so also.
Agreed.
Oh, I got nothing more.
I think the Celtics had a really good deadline.
Really?
I did. I do. And they're playing very good defense right now. I think they could be dangerous when it comes to the playoffs.
Interesting.
The Sixers getting a series with them, watch out.
They do love beating the Sixers.
They do. But I could say the same thing about getting in a series with the Nets. I think they match up well with both those teams.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll see how much of a part-time asset Kyrie is when playoffs start.
Seriously.
Like, is he going to be there every game, or like what are we doing? Is he only going to be there for the home game?
It really depends on like the whole vaccine mandate, because if they lift it in New York, or if they say like you can go to work without having the vaccine, then he's good to go and playing all in the home games. Or like if say like they don't play a team in California in the finals, they have a vaccine mandate, or they actually do they? I thought California had a vaccine mandate, but maybe they don't.
I'm not sure.
But like say they did, then he can't play in home games and he can't play in away games. So like that screws them up.
You're talking
too.
about the LA Lakers?
No, the team from the Bay.
The team from the Bay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The team
no.
that's winning the finals.
probably right.
Yeah. I think it's theirs to lose.
I don't know.
Not
'Cause
the Suns.
I was just about to say the Suns. The Suns look really good, dude.
They do look really good, but
Just no.
They're
Yeah.
cursed
back.
after last year.
I mean, they have Chris Paul. Chris Paul's just cursed.
That's true.
And Steph Curry
And
owns
he
them.
does have a,
boys from the
he
Bay
does have
are
a
back
history
in
with
town.
them
Steph Curry owns Chris Paul.
in the playoffs for sure.
oh, I hope that's a series. Like I can't wait to see that.
That will be a series.
I can't wait to see Steph Curry just
Mop him.
piddle all over Chris Paul. again.
Oh my god, dude, he's gonna go insane. And Clay.
Oh.
Game
Can't wait to
6
see
Clay.
Clay. and Steph in the
I've
playoffs.
never seen a player just take more shots than Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson gets the ball, it is a shot.
Yeah.
No, like he touches the ball, like as soon as he gets
He's
the ball.
one of the best at it. Too.
No, I'm fine with that, but he does not pass the ball.
I don't think he should. I don't think he has to.
Fuck it, if I'm Klay Thompson, I'm not passing the ball.
If I'm one of the best shooters ever,
He's like,
I'm
all right, well,
shooting
if
every
Steph
play.
doesn't want to shoot.
Yeah, sure. Why
It's like,
Like,
if
if
Steph,
that
if
guy's not
Steph
taking a
Curry,
shot, then
yeah,
yes,
if
I will.
Steph Curry passes it off to me, it's like, okay, I have to shoot it.
Yeah, but no, but you know how much Steph is chucking this year.
He's
So
been
it's like-
really bad lately.
Yeah, his shooting percentage is
Terrible.
shit. Like not like lately, like the past like few months. But they're winning.
No, but then like towards the end of the season, he's gonna be like 50% for like a month.
But that's how you know they're scary. Is if he's not playing, up
And
to
they're
his
still
best
winning.
And they're still winning.
Yeah,
That's how you know.
playoffs.
Championship.
Playoffs this year are gonna be fun because even though Golden State and like Milwaukee and those kind of teams seem like the favorite, it's fucking wide open. I could see any teams making the finals.
Another Miami run.
Miami looks
Yeah, it can
really
happen.
good.
Chicago.
I don't know.
Not to the finals.
They're
but
a
I like
weird
them.
team to me because I just don't believe in them. But at the
They
same
might be fun at the end of the
yeah,
year.
but
though.
at the same time they're fun too.
Yeah,
So
they're fun.
we'll see.
All right, gentlemen. The big game.
The big game.
Sunday. We'll see you there.
Let's go.
What if we went?
Money.
What if we just went?
Let's go.
Set up a podcast outside the arena.
We're going right now.
All right. Got to book a flight.
Peace.
Later.